there's more all on the floor. Hi you guys, welcome to Monty's World of Creations. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time being here, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, your auntie, your uncle, your grandmammy, all of them. Here I'm just a college entrepreneur. I'm a college student and I'm an entrepreneur, and I also like to craft. I'm always busy with my hands trying to pass the time. Today, if you see by the title, this is going to be everything that I've made, everything that I've crocheted and knitted. This will not be everything completely because I do markets, so I do sell. I've sold a lot of my stuff. I have given stuff away as gifts, and some stuff I don't even know where it is anymore. I have stuff everywhere. I have a box here. I have crates here. I have a pile here. I have a pile here. So yeah, I might have to split this into two. I don't know. We'll see. A little backstory behind why I started crocheting. As a child, I was a creative, as people would say it. I love crafting. Any medium, you name it. Making friendship bracelets, painting, drawing. I started at a very young age with my drawing. That's where I first started, and then I wanted to branch off from there. I started crocheting, I want to say around like 16. Actually it was a little younger than that. I was in middle school, so I would say probably about like 14, 15 years old. Then, and I caught on quickly. I made like two things, and then I don't know, I kind of just stopped. If you're an artist, there's a such thing as writer's block or painter's block, artist block. I had a block for a long while, but along with everyone else, once COVID hit and quarantine, I had a lot of time on my hands, and I still have my supplies. I never got rid of them. So I picked it back up, and then out of nowhere it became a trend. So yeah, and then I recently taught myself how to knit last year around November. So I'm still very new. I'm very new at knitting. So yeah, let's get into the video. I don't want to keep y'all too long. I broke it up into categories. We are going to start with accessories. Okay. So I don't know what's the very first accessory that I made. I can't remember. So this is not going to be in any particular order, so bear with me. I made scrunchies. I still have like a whole basket of them. I was gonna do them for my markets, but yeah. So this is one of the scrunchies I made. Stretches are pretty good. Yeah, it's made with velvet yarn. The infamous knitting machine that is now trending. Yeah, I made a ear warmer headband, which comes in clutch when I have to walk to school. So yeah, I feel like I'm going too fast. This is a houndstooth stitch, and I made a headband out of this. It was actually quite easy. I made it in less than an hour. I think it was like about 30 minutes. But I do crochet relatively fast because I have been doing it for a while. So I would say this probably would take somebody who's just starting about an hour. The next headband I made is this tulip one. This is so adorable. Yeah, this one is actually pretty quick as well. I didn't think it would be because of the detailing, but it really is. Then I freehanded this bandana, or there's how do you say it? I think it's kerchief or something like that. People have been asking me for the pattern for this, but here's the thing. Okay, I want to give you guys patterns, but I freehand a lot of the stuff that I make. So it's very difficult for me to go back and try to remember every step that I did, since a lot of the times when I make my things, it's not in the traditional way. So I don't know, my brain just works weird. So I don't know how to word it in a way that everyone will understand. And also I don't know how to write patterns. But my goal this year is to publish a crochet pattern. So when I do, all y'all that was asking, y'all best to hop on it. Okay? Okay. Then I recently made this for Christmas, to wear on Christmas. It okay. It was supposed to be Wednesday's snood, but I ran out of black yarn, so it's only long enough, well, wide enough to be a infinity scarf. But it does keep me very warm because I used Bernat blanket. For my people, if you want to make something that is very warm, please use plush yarn. It's like Bernat blanket, Sweet Snuggles. Matter of fact, no, don't do Sweet Snuggles because I already have hard enough time finding it at the stores because y'all want to snatch it up as soon as they restock it. Being selfish, need to leave some. So then next are bags. I only have 3. I feel like I have so many more accessories than this. Oh well. One of my first bags that I ever made was this one. I was so proud of myself, y'all, because I freehanded this too. And I don't know, I was really scared that my vision wasn't going to come to life how I wanted it to. But yeah, it's just a checker pattern with a sleeve. I added a button and like a little hook with a bead. And on the, oh, it's a scrunchie. I'm going to need that later. On the inside, I put like a little pocket in it, which is very convenient. But yeah, it's very spacious on the inside, and it is very sturdy. I used acrylic, but next time I do this, I'm either going to use cotton or I'm going to double the yarn, so use 2 strings instead of 1. Yeah. The second one I made was this daisy one, and I'm so proud of this, y'all. I made this when I was in the hospital. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that story. But yeah, I was there for a week, and I made this within, I think, 3 days. You can get a lot done when you have a lot of times on your hand. And it's so clean. Like, it is so clean. So yeah, this one. I think that was has to be my favorite one. And then the most recent one, not most recent, my last one that I made is this one. The sunflower one. I love sunflowers. The hole in some of these have started to like widen for some reason, so yeah, I don't wear it as much, but it's still cute. On to the next. Okay, I also have made like because I do read a lot. Yeah, a lot. So I have made bookmarks. I have a few more. I just don't know where they're at right now. Probably in the books that I'm reading now. But this is an example of one. It's very easy and simple to make. You just make a simple applique, then you make a chain, you attach a chain to it, and then you can add a bead if you want. You can add a what's that thing called? Is it called fringe? Either way, the little tassel. That's what it's called. It's called a tassel. You add a tassel to it. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be like a flower applique. It can be anything. It can even be like a small mini, I don't know, like a Yoda or something like that. But yeah, I guess this is not like accessories. This is more like home decor. Last year I did a mood blanket for 2022. I'm so proud of myself because I did not think so many people were going to do it with me. Now there have been some who have finished. But me, I ran out of yarn for 1, and then for 2, life kind of just smacked the taste up out my mouth and knocked me silly. So I did not finish it. Mind your business. But it is massive. Okay, y'all. I'm only 4'10" and a half. Yes, we're gonna add on that half. That's my business. That's what Tabitha be saying. That's my business. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty much almost as tall as me. Yeah. So my goal is to finish that because I don't want to have any whips going into the next year. So all of my whips from last year, I want to finish them. Yeah. Okay. Next, we're going to do amigurumi, aka crochet plushies. If you don't know, it's very popular in the crochet community. And I honestly adore making them. That's mainly what I sell at my markets that I do. I do like accessories, and I might branch off into clothing, but that's kind of like finicky when it comes to making sure that you have the right sizes and stuff like that. So for now, I just do amigurumi. Anyway, enough rambling. I do remember the very first thing that I made was this dinosaur. Okay, I don't really like him. I want to change how I made him. I mean, he's not bad. I mean, he's still kind of cute, but I'm much better at amigurumi now, and there's a lot of mistakes with this, but he was my first one, so special place in my heart. This one is my favorite. I literally sleep with it every night. It is so comfortable. It is a sea turtle, a jumbo sea turtle. Add a little heart. Yeah. And for time for these, I would say my bigger things, they take me around 4 to 6 hours. The smaller items range from an hour to maybe 2.5. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. Next is this unicorn. My mom really loves purple, and she really wanted it, so I gave it to her for Christmas. Look at her in all her glory. I can't be tossing that. That was a gift. Then next, I made this. My dad really wanted this dinosaur. I was just playing around with colors, and I was like, I want a little accent color. So like, I used regular Bernat blanket and black, and then I used one strand of acrylic orange yarn, and I got this, and it actually looks pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorite dinosaurs that I've made. Yeah, and if I have, because I do use patterns, sometimes for my amigurumi mainly. So any patterns that I use that if I can remember, I am going to put in the description box so that you can go, if you want to make it, you can make it yourself. But I do know that I got this pattern, the unicorn and the dino, is by Katie Dids. Next is this cloud. It's so adorable. Oh my goodness, it's so adorable and it's so soft, y'all. Yeah. Then next, I'm doing all the big stuff first, really. Next is this stingray. Yeah. This one I did follow a pattern for, and it was actually quite simple and kind of quick to make. I think this only took me around like 2 hours to make. Another one of my favorites is Donnie the Whale. I had so much fun. I had so much fun making him. And I do name my plushies sometimes. Let me know. If you're a crocheter and you make amigurumi, do you name your makes? Or is that just me? So, yeah. Then there was a trend when during like quarantine and stuff like that. One of the very first trends that, well, at least that I came across, was bees. I believe Robin is her name. Yeah, so I have followed her pattern to make this bee. My very first bee. I have made probably almost 100 bees. No, I'm lying. That's exaggerating, Monty. Girl, I probably made around like 50 of these since then. Mainly for like markets and stuff like that. But now I do follow my own pattern just because I wanted a different look. I wanted to be more like of a bubble size and different. I wanted to be able to do different sizes. So like I have a small one. I made small ones. I made really big ones. I made medium sized ones. I made little keychains. So yeah, it's nice to be versatile. Then my precious boyfriend, his mom got me this book, this crochet book of like dolls. Actually, let me get it. Okay, I got it. It's called My Pretty Brown Doll. And I'm very big on representation. I do think it is very important, especially for kids. So I darn near almost cried when she got me this. So this is by Yolanda Jordan, by the way. I'll put the link in the description box for you guys. But yeah, it's just a book of a bunch of different crochet dolls, you know, clothing, hairstyles, stuff like that. So this is one of the first ones that I made. Yeah, I haven't named her yet, but we will. I will say though, this took me, I had to take breaks. Yeah, because I used the 2.5 millimeter or 3 millimeter hook with acrylic yarn, and for some reason acrylic, I can make the same pattern with like plush yarn and it would probably take me only a few hours, but when I work with acrylic yarn it just seems to take so long. So I think it took me like a week. Yep. But am I gonna make another one? Yep, sure I am. Yep. So yeah, I probably should ask y'all for her name. What should I name her though? Y'all look at her real good and tell me what I should name her. Okay, and next, this is more like the smaller items. I have like it's all in here. First one, little mushroom. It's supposed to be inspired by Mario. I did follow pattern for this. It did not come out like the pattern, but that's okay. Child, I need a nap. I made this octopus. I did make a pattern for this. It's written in my book. Well, more like scribbled in my book. Yeah, and I actually made her a match. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness. So it's Mr. and Mrs. Octo. Oh my goodness. I was so proud of myself because look, I had to figure out how the heck to make a mushroom because there was like no pattern anywhere on how to make the hat of the mushroom. Like of all things, you mean tell me there's no pattern? Anyway, so yeah, I would do this differently because now I'm like a no-sew girl, okay? Gotta be more efficient with the time. So I like to minimize as much sewing as possible. So I would do this. I'm going to figure out a way to make this no-sew. But if you do want the pattern for these, please let me know. Anything you see here that if I don't say that it has a pattern to something and you want me to make a pattern for it, please let me know so I can make note of it. And if there's enough, I guess, demand for it, if there's a high enough demand for it, then I will write it. Alright. Then this next one took me a long time as well. It took me hours. I think it took me about 5 hours because it's made with acrylic yarn and it was weight 3, not weight 4. So it was very thin. Now, if you watch We Bare Bears, I love that show. Oh my gosh, the bears are so adorable and they crack me up. Tell me he's not adorable. I did follow a pattern for this. It's actually a free pattern on Instagram. I cannot remember her name off the top of my head, but like I said, I'm going to link everything anyway. I made this little pumpkin. I actually have like a bin of unfinished pumpkins because they were supposed to be for my markets, but it didn't happen. So they're still sitting there. But yeah, it's a little pumpkin. Then I have a little, I guess you could say this is the octopus. People, I don't know, on Instagram there's different names for this. Cuttlefish. Cuttlefish is when they have the 2 ears. There's a pattern for that too, and I adore making those. It's so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's octopus. I'm gonna say it's octopus. So yeah, there's that. Then I made 2 pills. It came in a crochet book that I have. No, I'm fibbing. It did not come out of this book. I think it's by her. I can't remember. Either way, I followed a pattern for these 2. Then I made, because I love sunflowers. It's one of my favorite flowers. Between those and daisies, but mainly sunflowers. So I made a sunflower. Yeah. I can't remember if I did follow a pattern for this, and I actually tagged her when I made it. Can't remember her name though. Then I don't even want to show y'all because my mom done cracked too many jokes, so now I'm a little self-conscious about her. Anyway, I made this turtle. Yeah. I've got a couple things of what she looks like. One, just make your mind go left. Okay. Yeah, because of the color choices. Another one is if you watch Shark Tales, remember the worm that the shark's son saved? I think it's in the beginning. It is in the beginning of the movie. That's also who this turtle looks like. Yeah, but I did write a pattern for this. If y'all do want it, I might modify it a little bit because I do kind of want to fix a few things with this, but I do adore her though. She's still cute. Then I think this is the last. No, I'm missing one. I don't know where it's at in all this pile of stuff. It's somewhere in this room. Made a little cupcake. And this one actually did come out this book. It came out of this book. Whimsical Stitches by Lauren Espy. Yeah, she actually has a lot of cool things on here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she's dropped. I think she's launched different, or published more books after this one. So yeah, that is all of the amigurumi that I have in my possession. Yeah, I still have a bunch stacked away for markets. I'm not going to take all of that out. Yeah, let's move into the next category. Okay, y'all, psych, I lied, not intentionally. I'm gonna split this video up into 2 because I wanted to show y'all my whips, which is my work in progresses, aka my projects that I've abandoned, forgotten, lost somewhere that I have not finished. Yeah, and I still have to do a whole other category, and I don't want this to be too long. So yeah, this is part 1. Like, comment, share, let me know what else you want to see from me. Yeah, let me know what you think about my fiasco collection of things that I've made. And be sure to come back for part 2. Don't do me like that, okay? And as always, stay groovy. And if no one has told you today, I'm going to be the first one to tell you I love you and have a blessed day. I love you. Bye.